What's up guys, and welcome to Lost Orbit. This is a game releasing today on the PlayStation 4 as well as on the PC or Steam. It is a fantastic game. I fell in love with this game. I'll talk a little bit more about it as we head in here. There is a campaign and time trials. We're just going to be playing a bit of an earlier level here. Let's try the second level. Should fit well for this. So let's head in and I'll show you guys what Lost Orbit is all about. Alright, so we're a little space dude flying around in space. Our satellite that we were on, or we were on a ship fixing satellites, and then they got destroyed.
Connection to the array. That's our network.
And you can see, this is a whole story that is narrated.
It crippled my long-range sensors, fractured my neural net, and gave me a nasty scar across my lens.
But it isn't narrated by the person you're playing. In fact, it's actually a second character that we will meet sooner or later that is narrating the story. But this is a fantastic game. I did not expect to fall in love with it as much as I did, but basically I can boost around here as you can see, and I can go into the orbits of planets and orbit around them. If I press the X button to boost, I can do so, and then once I release, I'll be released from the orbit of the planet. If I boost into the orbit, I'll get a bit of a boost here. So it's all about speed and precision. Sort of think of it as a flying Sonic the Hedgehog.
Everything's gotta die. But this poor guy with nothing to live for, he wasn't going easy. I guess he figured he hadn't had a chance to live yet. Maybe we were more alike than I thought.
And it's just about enjoying this freedom of flying in space when you should be dead. We're fighting to stay alive.
Dead and I'd be on my way. If only it were that simple.
And it gets really fast-paced later in the game as you get these little pink things, or you can run into a rock and get absolutely destroyed. But you get these little pink things called obtainium.
Surprisingly, he was keeping a decent pace. I kept my distance, listening to his mumbling. Damn, I'm starving. I'd give my left nut for the crust of a burnt fry pan.
And there we go, we finished our first level. Of course, I'm trying to let the narrator speak a bit so you can get a feel of what that's like. But now that we've had sort of this first level of him speaking, I'll probably talk over him because one, I really don't want to spoil what he says. He has some good things to say that's worth interesting. And that's the really cool thing about this game, is that I was not expecting, one thing, this game to have a narrative, and two, me falling in love with its narrative. I thought this was going to be a nice, simple, fun little arcade game where a little space dude is on a jetpack dodging planets. It is so much more than that because of its story. And of course, its gameplay is fantastic. It has a nice pace to it. It slowly adds more and more gameplay styles and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna go into the system 2, or the second world. In total, there are 4 systems, each with, how many? 8, 11, 12, 11, 8. So I would say that's about, at least over 30 levels, right? Zebra math. And because of that, the game definitely had about a 3 to 4 hour playtime. Not only that, but you can replay them to get a higher score, and you can also go back and you can see the leaderboards and compare to other people. You can also do time trials, which I haven't dabbled in too much. Maybe we'll try some of those right now, and that way we can sort of be free of the narrative and not have to interrupt that too much. But man, I really enjoyed this game. When I was playing it through, I felt the inclination to not put it down, to play it all the way through, to get that story experience, and to the end, I really enjoyed it. Alright, so we're booting into this next level now. And like I said, it's time trial, so it's a little more focused on going fast, so I'm guessing there'll be no narrative now. And yeah, these levels are still the same as they are in the story mode, but just focused on the time. And you can see there's different mechanics going on. I can actually go from the right side of the screen and go to the left. That's sort of how it works. But yeah, there's just different things. And I can also go and upgrade myself here using all of the obtainium. I can do things like give myself a barrel roll. I can give myself magnetization for the obtainium, along with mega boosts and also defensive things like bombs. So you get a lot of options here. And I can like barrel roll around like this, boom. It's overall just such a cool game. The pacing is cool because slowly but surely you're getting better and better and going faster and faster, and it gets harder and harder, but at such a rate that it's not like, whoa, where'd all this difficulty come from? It's like, you know exactly where it came from, you know exactly how to handle it, and it's so awesome. I love this game, and I'm definitely tempted to live stream it and play it through again. It was a blast. The story was, I loved it. I was not expecting anything that exactly what I got, but I'm playing pretty horribly at this point. I want to play a later level to sort of showcase some other stuff. This level was a little more narrative based, so there wasn't too much extensive in it. But later in the levels, you do get some crazy boosts, and you get some crazy things mixing it up, like water planets, and these just like little gas bubbles that give you super speed. It's stuff that it's like you wouldn't expect him to survive from, but he does, and it's pretty darn cool. So I'm running into stuff all the places here. Come on, let's just keep going. Oh man, get to the end. Oh, dying is such a quick thing to respawn from that it doesn't carry too much weight, but it's not supposed to. If you actually listen to what some of the characters say when you die, it definitely is taken with, you know, a grain of salt. It jokes at it and then you just move on and you keep playing. And oh, there we go, come on. Oh, but you wanna be able to, you sort of like, you know, get right on the rim of the planets, because if you run right into them, you'll die. But if you go right on that orbit, you'll get a boost. So it's all about sort of risking it, knowing to be comfortable with your controls. But honestly, let's go back and play a better, like not a better level, but a different level. That sort of shows more of what I mean. Okay, so this should be a better level, but there's not many times that I've played a game and like, wow, this is a gem. This is an indie gem. This is one of those games. You can see there's actually little monsters attacking me, which is what that little red signification was on the screen. Basically, there's these monsters attacking me and I have to wiggle them off. And here we go, we got this boost and oh, if I didn't mess it up, it would have been really cool to see. It's eye candy as much as it is challenging, and it's really fun, really cool. Let's see how fast we can go. I need this. Go back, there we go. Oh boy, just boost away, come on. Oh, man, I'm getting so, because it's like usually I play a bit better than this, but of course talking over the game makes it a good bit more difficult, but it is like one of those games that if you can get the flow, it's a beautiful flow, and we're gonna go through a ripping space and time here. Got these monsters on us, so we gotta wiggle them off a bit. Come on, now let's get the boost going, and you can go so fast in this game. It is crazy awesome. Oh boy, oh, okay, I'm missing it, Oh boy, going a little too fast for my own taste here. Just not being able to handle it. All right, we wanna go out this side, boost off this way, and whoa, it gets a little hard to control if you're not used to what you're doing, which I haven't played it in a day or so, but when I played it all the way through. I sat down and I'm like, I'm playing through this game, beginning to end. And this is Lost Orbit. I'm glad that I showed off the time trial so I don't have to spoil anything, because this is a game worth playing through. If you haven't picked it up, you know, by the time this video comes out, hopefully it eventually hits PS Plus so that you can enjoy it there, but either way, it's coming out on both the PS4 and PC. I would really like to see it make a Vita port at some point, but they haven't really confirmed that that's exactly what they're doing. They've confirmed that they might eventually look into it, but I highly suggest this game. It is a blast. It is definitely one of the better games I've played this year. So yeah, Lost Orbit on the PlayStation 4 and PC. You should go and check it out. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. You can find a link to it in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.